Premier of KwaZulu-Natal is Sihle Zikalala. He joins us now. Mr. Premier, good evening to you. Thank you for your time. As Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, you have two, in a way, conflicting problems. The Omicron variant, a rise in new cases. At the same time, you also have people coming home to KwaZulu-Natal for the festive season, going on holiday to KwaZulu-Natal for the festive season. How are you going to manage this?
No, thanks, Stephen. We are having, of course, a difficult time. We launched today the integrated festive season plan, which emphasizes on safety. But with regard to COVID-19, of course, we will have to emphasize on both non-pharmaceutical measures and then the issue of vaccination. When we speak about non-pharmaceutical, we emphasize that people should wear masks, sanitize, and continue to ensure social distancing. We should also follow all other protocols that are in place in relation to prevention of COVID-19 spread. But we want to emphasize also that there is a need for people to vaccinate. We're sending this message to all people. We will continue to ensure that from time to time where there are events, there is a testing. And that should be placed as number one, especially where government is hosting events.
Are you seeing many people coming into your hospitals with severe symptoms of the disease? Are your hospitals filling up or not yet?
Not yet. We are not experiencing any increase as yet. But we know that once a virus or a variant is reported in Gauteng, obviously KwaZulu-Natal will be impacted. So we need to put plans in place to ensure that whatever happens, we are able to mitigate the impact of that.
And the tourism market, I mean, are you still open for business this season? The tourism market's very important to KZN.
Indeed, the tourism market is important. Hence, we will still be open. We will encourage visitors to come to KwaZulu-Natal, but we also encourage people to vaccinate. And it's good that you go to any destination of vacation after you have vaccinated. We'll encourage people to take vaccines, and we'll encourage them when they are here to continue embracing all non-pharmaceutical measures that I've explained.
Mr. Premier, I don't know if you'll remember, but I have a memory. I think you and I had exactly this conversation last year ahead of the second wave around KwaZulu-Natal, the festive season, the difficulties of managing tourism and the difficulties of managing COVID-19. In the end, the beaches were closed. Should I prepare my children for disappointment again, or do you think the beaches will stay open?
We're hopeful that we will not reach a point where the beaches and facilities are closed. We know that many people are eager to enjoy themselves. We also know that the business sector have been affected severely by the lockdown and by lack of business throughout the year. And that's why we will try to ensure that other mitigating factors are in place rather than just close.
Obviously, you want to make sure they aren't mass events, and I mean, those are still banned under stage one of the lockdown, level one of the lockdown. From what I understand, there's still plans to have a post-matric rage events. I think Umhlanga was one place. Are you speaking to the organizers? Are those events going ahead, or are you trying to stop them?
We're quite concerned about that event. The Department of Health already reported to us that they had agreed with the organizers that those who are coming will be tested before they get in. And already there are those who have been tested and some have been tested positive. And we are considering the issue and we will be taking and announcing our decision in due course. But we discourage big events. We discourage such a range to continue.
Mr. Premier, thank you for your time. The Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, with you on The Pulse tonight.